right, we are back with another emergency live stream. Excuse the whatever front facing camera here. I dropped my phone. Got a little wet earlier, so when I tried to plug it into the charger, it's complaining that hey, there's water in there. So you get a different look at my face. Maybe this turns out better, and I need to get a new phone camera, or I need to get a new proper webcam anyway. So yeah, I'm trying to stream to Instagram this time around. So let's see how that works. And maybe it's not going to work that well this time around. Okay. Oh well. I'll figure it out later. Anyways, so where we left off was we ran out of Claude usage on using Steve Yegge's Gastown. So kind of where we left off, I kind of summarized what I found was we needed some way to orchestrate different Claude code instances together. Steve Yegge does this with tmux, which is a way to kind of control the terminal. So he can spin up different different threads or different processes and terminal processes, and then it can directly read what the terminal is outputting, and it can control the terminal with this thing called tmux, which is pretty cool and is kind of fundamental to this whole thing. So then this Gastown is kind of like Kubernetes in that it needs to, since we're trying to orchestrate, where's the Kubernetes? Comparison Kubernetes here. So we have like a control plane and then some way to dish out work, a control plane that dictates what work that needs to be done. And then we've got workers, like Kubernetes has worker nodes, and then the Gastown has polecats, which is credited workers, named workers. And there's witness, which is like a kubelet, I guess. And then we're just kind of bead source of truth. It kind of goes and works on beads over time, and we get work done over time. So we need to, and there's different systems around this that ensure work gets done and gets workers unstuck if they are stuck. And there's certain ways to persist worker, what workers are working on, through context windows. And that's all I can really describe right now. I don't have a good self handoffs. Slinging works, convoys work. Okay, so maybe this is a good time to be so we're still in the mayor's perspective of Gastown. And the mayor role, we are attached to the mayor role, and maybe I can say, please describe how to use Gastown as to a beginner. What is happening? What commands should I run? I probably should have just done this in the beginning. This really should have been my first move. Let's see. Let me maybe move myself a little bit there. I'm a little bit off screen there. I don't know. Okay, typical workflow. Okay, here. Mental model. Multi-agent workspace manager, think of factory. Or multiple. So it's probably like pulling this from the README, but I don't know. Maybe you can tell me in a different way. Think of it as a factory where multiple AI agents can work on different parts of your code base simultaneously, coordinating like a steam engine. Mayor, global coordinator, you're here. Rig, a project like Roxas. Roxas is our project, kind of example project, but also like kind of real project, where I am. The whole goal of Roxas is to kind of post on social media based on GitHub, Git push commands. I want to kind of make marketing easier for programmers. And how's that? How much easier it is it than just pushing your work from GitHub to like a different social media? Like, because people with money, let's be honest, they aren't on GitHub. They aren't. The business people are not trolling GitHub for cool projects or whatever. They may be on Instagram. They may be on LinkedIn. There's just an easier way for developers to market their projects and post about their projects where other people other than developers may see them. So, okay. So that's Roxas, the kind of context for Roxas. Issue tracking, crew, worker, Git work trees. Okay, within the... So that's the file system for the work trees for the workers. Polecats, autonomous worker agents. So we spun up a number of those, and that quickly ran through our Claude usage there. Let's see. Refinery, merge queue, processor, witness, worker, lifecycle manager. Okay, check the town status. GT status. And this takes a long time. I don't know why it takes a long time. I imagine these are all different like Claude instances, so it may take a while to like pull all these. GT rigs, list all registered projects, work with issues, beads. Okay. Check your mail, GT mail inbox. Do I need to read these messages? Dispatch work. See active work batches. See Polecat after a session. BD sync. Propulsion principle, core philosophy: if work is on your hook, you run it immediately, no waiting, no asking for permission. System runs like a steam engine, stalling anywhere, stalls everything. And this is more for like, okay. So all these are still running. Okay. Typical workflow, check hook. This is for like agents though. Check mail. See what's ready, dispatch work, monitor progress. GT convoy list. Okay, no convoys found. Okay. There's work slung ready to pull cats. Can we group that in a convoy? What would how would I create a convoy? What would it do? Oh, actually, also I got Whisper last time, so can we group that in a convoy? How can I create a convoy? What does a convoy do? Okay. So it's not totally sure what convoys are because it's a not standard thing. Okay. Let's see. So it's trying to figure out, create a convoy that tracks the specified issues. Tracking batch work. Okay, what is a convoy? It's a tracking unit for batch work. And it was like a shipping manifest. Oh no, more shipping metaphors? We need more shipping metaphors in computer science. We definitely need more ships. That is what we need. Okay, convoy groups track together, even across different rigs. Tracks. Okay, groups related issue. Okay, so it's if you are working on different rigs or different, I don't know if those are projects or if those are just strictly repos, or if they're projects that contain many repos. Let's see. Are rigs only one-to-one with repos, or can rigs have many repos? I'll ask that later. Convoys for persistent tracker swarm. You already have worked already slung to polecats. When everything lands, all tracked issues close. Okay. You can group already slung work into a convoy. If they're all part of parent feature. Managing convoys. You have to manually check each bead to see if your batch of work is done. With a convoy, we can manage this. Okay. All right. Let me check how rigs relate to repos. Yeah, so also just vibe coding in general. Like, it's good to just ask questions of these. Of having agents answer you how things work, because of course, like, yeah, we can, Steve can give us a good like overview in his blog post, but ultimately the code, like I always say, like, the code is the documentation. Like, the documentation's gonna lie at some point. Like, it's gonna get out of date, and the agent is gonna go through it, and it's gonna be inaccurate in some way. So actually, also, I filed a ticket earlier, and he fixed it. Status line shows 2 rigs, only 1 rig exists. Steve made a commit. He made a fix for that. So that was nice. Close this, complete it in this fixes 17. So now loads register rigs from JSON and only counts rigs that are actually registered, polecats belonging to registered rigs. Okay. So is there a new released version of this? No. Oh, I'll just keep working on, because there's people are filing a bunch of issues, all these different. Interesting. Hardened BD. Okay, anyways. All right, rigs are one-to-one with repositories. Okay. Each rig wraps a single Git repo. Bear clone. Oh, okay, gotcha. So a rig is a wrapper that includes the refinery, a mare, crew, polecats. Okay, gotcha. Spends multiple repos. You create multiple rigs. Okay, gotcha. Then use convoys to coordinate work across them. Okay. This actually strengthens their architecture. Each rig is isolated on its own. I see. Cool. This makes sense. I use a lot of different, like as DevOps, I use, I don't know, sometimes 5 different repos and work across 5 different repos. So it makes sense to have whatever, all these different rigs separated. Okay, cool. All right, let's get back to, please create a convoy for the Roxas work. And I say please because it I don't know, it frames it in terms of like they're my teammate, and I feel like it just helps. I don't know, it's just weird. Like it not that it makes the LLM work harder or anything like that, but like it gets me asking the right question. It gets me asking a question rather than demanding something happen, right? Like I'm more forgiving or more open to being like corrected or whatever, right? Okay. So it's going to try to create a convoy. For existing beads. I'm not sure if this is going to be like a good, I don't know if this is actually going to work or not. Okay, CBS. Okay, here's the sessions. Okay, so here's all the different Furiosa, Nux. Okay, so these are max capable. Okay, so these are all the other. Cool. Nice. These are all the other Claude instances here. Okay. Pause out, let's scroll. System process out to the shell. Okay. Oh, so it's like it doesn't know what's. It doesn't know how to do that. Oh, there's a conflict issue prefix. Okay. Mixing prefixes. Okay. Something about prefixes. It'll fix it. So I was talking about earlier how this is like complementary. This is a single dev workload, right? Like a single way for developers to make things happen, right? Okay, here, nice convoy. All right, for kill force after the sex. Okay, please. Sling nudge polecats start work again after Claude session whatever that was 100% usage. Yeah, and you get into the habit of like speaking. But okay, what I was talking about earlier, that this is a single like workflow on your developer laptop and kind of coordinating all these agents together. It's like a people make all these like assumptions of like, oh, you're generating all this code and you don't care about it and it's all messy and whatever. It's like, well, yeah, but so are like junior developers, right? Like, I feel like, but yet junior developers can commit to main and we survive, right? Like, it's not like people are perfect, right? Like, so like people have like, this is the same thing with self-driving cars. Is like there's such a much higher standard than automated, right? Like a much higher standard for automated things than human things, right? All right, so if they hit 100%, their class will be terminated. The mail nudge will only help if TMX is still polling. Okay, polecat via witness. I don't know. So I need to do a C, B, S, and see if they're running. Will I see that they're running? Will I see it move? Maybe. Oh. Oop. Wait, where am I? Okay. Stand by for new version. Am I in the refinery now? This says Rox's refinery. Oh, yep. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. So I can do like a right arrow here, and then like I'm moving with my arrow keys. And I kind of, it can show what's underneath here, and maybe that's a little bit less, a little more detail, maybe. So is this okay? Okay, so Control B is like what gets us a lot of these things. Okay, so this is the deacon. Deacon is waiting. Get GT status. Oh, it got triggered by that thing, that message I sent. Okay. And GT convoy list. Okay, all right. So the deacon is looking at what needs to be done. Like it's the one reading the mail here, I think. Dog. Wasn't there a dog that's not a worker, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. We had a bunch of branches. Yeah, we have a bunch of branches. Okay. Maybe I go back to the mayor. Okay, gotcha. Oh, cool. What happened since sent cloud resume to both sessions? Could wake up and check their mail. Okay, cool. See if they pick up work. Status. How do I use molecules like the shiny one with beads? Because there's a whole like other like meta programming thing that, yeah, GTMol, agent specific molecule workflows. These commands operate on your hook, your attached molecules. Like, I have a feeling that these are similar. If we're using Kubernetes as a scaffolding of understanding, what I'm betting these are sort of like, oh nice, it's using Augie to look for how do molecules work. That's hilarious. It's sort of like these molecules are sort of like Helm charts where it's kind of a defined, predefined, like a templated type of deal of like a formula, a reusable workflow template, like a recipe or like a Helm chart, question mark. This is a form of attack, like, oh, we missed that. Let's see what formula, show shiny, GT formula, run shiny. You don't have any formulas installed yet. Okay. Create a formula. Hang on. Let's see. Okay. Molecules as a worker. Formula. Okay, so typical flow. Mayor creates a convoy with formula. So it's a convoy. Review PR99 molecule shiny or sling with molecule shiny. Execute steps. Show. To have to tell the refinery, like tell it to, or maybe how does the refinery work with PRs and ready branches? I need to remember to use Whisper. This is the key here, because like it works well because like it's a live stream, right? And you guys want to hear what I'm thinking, right? So that's, yeah, what I just need to talk more throughout this whole thing. Process merge request from merge queue. So there's, okay, like different, okay, these are different branches, right? Like trying to get merged, okay. It's hilarious, it's using Augie. Augie is great because it like pre-indexes your code base, and you can like query it easier without using like a bunch of context with like grepping and doing a bunch of stuff like that. And did it? Okay. Okay. How the refinery works? It's like a gearbox. It converts complete polecat work into merge commits on main. Push a branch, creates sends merge across the refinery. Refinery claims merge for a queue. Rebase, test, merge, push. Okay. Okay. Sequential rebase. I see. Makes all the merge decisions. Okay. Well, okay. Please nudge the refinery to make PRs for the branches. So we should be able to look at the refinery. Where's the refinery? I was on, oh, there we are. New mail from mayor. Oh, okay. I might be fucking it up by going over there. Okay. Wake up, check mail, and start processing queue sequentially. Okay, so we're in the refinery. It's processing 4 branches from mayor. Okay. Okay. What's next in the was it cargo? Or what was the thing that we made? Convoy. Like we want to we want to keep these agents spinning, right? Like if there's work to be done in the key, like the idea is like it's pipelining this, like a CPU pipeline where each step is kind of like pushing the instruction along, right? Like we're stepwising these things along, and like we throw it over the wall to the refinery when these polecats are done, and then they churn and try to merge it, and we lean like this is very much like this is very much kind of ingraining this process of like we're pushing we're doing work on the polecats, and then when the polecats say they're done, they push it to the branch, and they mail the refinery, hey, refinery, trying to merge these. And now it's the refinery's job to try and merge that work. But then, yeah, but at some point we probably want to add into that process, hey, like do a PR review, like actually look at what changed, compare it to the this is kind of like the sauce I have is like I like using multiple agents to take a look at a given PR. Oh no, I'm in dark mode. Hopefully it's still light enough. So then it kind of the different agents can like pinpoint, hey, what's wrong with a given PR review. So I think somebody kind of put that as an issue in here. Agent agnostic. Anyways, as So we're at 18% used, and we haven't done anything. We haven't. Okay, we have one PR. Good. And oh, okay. So the refinery made a PR, waited for the checks to pass, and then merged it. Great. Perfect. Sling it. So we're kind of like, it's going to try to merge things as it, like it's, what's the word? Opportunistically trying to merge these things. So this is a witness. Mayor slung. New polecat Rickness spawn. Okay. Tracked by convoy. So not blocking. Okay. Okay, while the refinery is working its way through getting these PRs merged. Great. Perfect. And it's like doing these like PR checks and whatnot, so interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm very interested in the molecule part of this, because I do want to add like parts of my workflow in here, like bake, multi-agent beads review, like in terms of beads planning, and then beads PR, or like PR review, like multi-agent triangulation, I guess, is like that's like a key thing that I don't think any of the frontier model companies want you to do, or like that's not all of them want to win, right? All of them want to be the best and be the only one, but I don't think that's going to be the case as long as they're all in business, right? Like the Gemini, there's always going to be a Gemini, there's always going to be Codex, there's always going to be Claude. Like none of these are going to like close up shop in the near future. So we may as well use all of them, because all of them have good strengths and weaknesses. And we need to use all of them non-destructively. So this way we can like use comments, and then they resolve the comments. And like this is just kind of part of the workflow that I want to add in here. So I'm very interested in figuring out the molecule stuff. So okay, Rick, this should be convoy now at 2 out of 4 completes. Okay, convoy completes, you get notified. Okay, cool. Please create the example molecule. Please example molecule shiny. Shiny, and show me how it works. or use code for issues. Stuff scores. Let's see how we're doing on gas. Gasoline, excuse me, gasoline, not gas. Resets 21%. Okay. Read issue requirements. When you run a formula, it pours into a molecule. Run the shiny formula on a rig. Manually attached to existing work. Polecat executes steps. Polecat sees a molecule on their hook. Works through steps. Cycle formula template. Pour molecule. Instance attached to be. Sling with a molecule. Okay, gotcha. I see. Okay, cool. All right. So I've got a workflow. I've got some workflows. Commands. Let's see. Maybe not. Gas town. So I'm quickly converting I'm telling it to not use my agents.imd because I don't want to fuck up anything that this has. Okay, please sling a plan, sling to a polecat a plan. Please have a polecat. Sling a polecat to plan a way to create a molecule to create a formula based on shiny, but with these a new formula based on similar to shiny, but using these prompts as a workflow. Okay. Let's see. Okay, cool. Oops, this is not. This is Gastown. Gastown. Oh, GitHub. This is mine. Roxas. Okay, so I think it. All right, so it merged another PR, which is good. It had all the all the checks pass. So yeah, like our main, we do, like, I want to add in like an automated like review step where all of the agents fire on this and like ask it, hey, what about this thing? What about this thing? What about this thing? And then like it marks up the PR, and then it goes through and addresses all the comments, and then yeah, like it does this. It'll do that step for the beads, and it'll do that step for the PR step, and so there will be more review on this part, and then yeah, I'll have higher confidence on PRs at that point. Oh, it merged another thing in there. Merged just now. How is it merging these things so fast? Oh, this checks pass. The deployments are going that fast? 61 minute. Browser end-to-end test? Is this... It's not cheating, is it? Let me pull up AWS. Let's see. AWS Dev. So I've got AWS Dev account, which all the PRs get deployed to, and then we run the end-to-end tests on. So these are lambdas, and okay, yeah, these are getting deployed, but maybe not cleaned up. We may have to ask it to fix the cleanup function. This is what I was struggling with a couple weeks ago, was ENIs, because the ENIs don't get cleaned up. Yeah, we had like 59 ENIs, and maybe this is a normal amount of ENIs. If we give them for, yeah, these lambdas, and are these lambdas getting cleaned up? Like, is that part of the thing that's still running? But yeah, the current month, forecasted month end, $20. Yeah, because the RDS database is the main thing. But yeah, cool. All right, so I think it looks like it's getting deployed, and it's running all the checks. Like, it's not cheating, hopefully. Okay, so it looks like the refinery is like working its way through. Okay, great. Ultra-think workflow formula for Polecat Dementis spawned and assigned the task. Work attached. Ultra-think workflow formula. Break beats down, review and comment, leave feedback. Template, create ultra-think formula. Please rename from ultra-think formula to Mike formula. Oh, so it was created at the town level. So there's another merger. Let me notify the witness. TD plan, decos, modular beats, structure comments. Continue. Nice. I created a formula. Clip it. I think maybe I made a formula. Who knows? Mic formula. Oh, so it's sending a mail to Dementis, rename formula to Mike. Formula should be named Mike, not Ultratech. Okay, cool. Okay. Cool. Deliverable is now, okay, gotcha. Please use mic formula for I guess I don't want to. I want to see this cargo thing complete. Oh, interesting. Base is out of date with a base branch. Branch is a. So then the refinery should know that. I'm sure it'll get that status check at some point. Because yeah, we're okay. Now it's running end-to-end tests. So I feel like I have to add a CRUD layer to this. Like it creates it, but then it doesn't like, yeah, just repository add workflow. I need to do like a full CRUD create, read, update, delete. So what does the refinery say? Okay, so all right, so I rebased it. Nice. So it's gonna run all these again. Cool. Great. All right, and then where are we on usage? Okay, cool. Only 33%, so I think we're doing okay. Let's create a cargo for the cleanup, because I feel like there's, yeah, certain things that aren't. Oh, 80. 91, is that this one? 91. Okay. Cool. This browser end-to-end test. Verify web feature dashboard verification includes validation test for GitHub URL input. Okay. Cool. So what are we? An hour in and we used 33% of the Claude max usage. Okay. All right, let's go. Yeah, so a couple, actually, 80 should get cleaned up, but yeah, let's, ENI, these ENIs weren't getting cleaned up before. Oh, but we're still at 7, so all right, that's good. That's good. RDS, def lambda. Okay, I think this is probably fine. I think 81. What was the 80 pull request? Oh, 80. We closed it, and then did that run the cleanup? One inactive. It's previously deployed. Oh, so does it not clean up on closing? Oh, okay. Merge queue process. Okay, cool. That's interesting that it, yeah, it uses tmux to like insert this whatever command. That's fun. Okay. I'll wait for this merge queue to process, or like to see like the end result of this like cargo thing. So it's deployed to production, successful. Refinery cleared the queue. 5 PRs merged. That's cool. All right, so let's see what functionality it added, if any. Started. Can I added that webhook. Does this work now? Last delivery not successful. Passkey. Here's passkey. Convoy complete. GitHub repository features fully shipped. Okay. Recent deliveries. Oh, okay. So it tried delivering it over time. Okay, cool. Let's try doing that. Can we run it again? Redeliver. probably didn't work. Okay. So now let's create a cargo for a full CRUD implementation of, I always forget to talk. I was like, I'm so used to like typing. Or not cargo. What is it? Convoy. I'm thinking about Grief Cargo from Mandalorian because I watched the Mandalorian rewatch podcast, and yeah, they talk about, I think Grief Cargo is like a character. Grief Cargo. Karga is a character on the Mandalorian. Grief Karga. Okay, 35% used on. We landed a few PRs, but like they were kind of small PRs, and we weren't really doing much with them. So let's full credit implementation of Git Git repos and their of managing webhooks. Please use the mic formula for doing the work. Again, I was typing instead of talking, but oh well. I just feel like I can be more accurate. So like over time, my whole life, I felt like I edit myself as I'm talking, and I kind of second guess myself. I'm like, and I try to like edit in real time, but it's still coming out of my mouth. And which is why I use filler words and all that kind of stuff, and phrases like that, all that kind of stuff. So, give Gastown formula show Mike formula exists. Now let me create beads for the full CRUD implementation. So it's gonna use I have a, I don't know, set of prompts that I like to use at different points of this process for like initializing the plan, break the beads down, review and comment the plan. Like all these things are apparently just part of this formula now, which is amazing. So we'll see. We'll see if this works. It's working through like beads stuff. But I'm not sure if is the mayor supposed to be doing all this, creating the beads? I guess, maybe, right? Until it kicks off your mouse, your work convoys and receives notifications. Create the convoy. Okay. Gotcha. After the merge, they're fully decommissioned, though their names are recycled. So, are the polecats done? I see 9 polecats, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Some slinging. It's slinging this issue. With molecule Mike. We're on. Let's repose with the Mike formula. Plan, breakdown, review, comment, refactor, continue, review PR. Comments, unblocks, then 5 tasks can work in parallel. Okay. So I'll look at Cheeto. So it's using Augie. Nice. So you can use literally augment your polecats with MCP servers as well. So it's kind of like I don't know. Whatever your default Claude code has, your polecats will have that capability too. So. Okay. So it's implementing. So it's not. It doesn't look like it's actually going through the molecule. Like it's making changes already. It should be like breaking these things down. Maybe that's let's see. Mayor. Like Cheeto is following the formula, but it's implementing already. It didn't plan or further breakdown. Nor review them, nor other. Is this part of the formula that you, the mayor, would need to run. Yeah, like it just went straight to implementing. It didn't follow the formula at all, which is fine. This is literally day 2 of this framework, so I'm not gonna ask it for its most advanced features to be fully working yet. But the meow stack, molecular expression will work. It's a coordination workflow, not a single polecat implementation workflow. Let me check what happened. It's coordination that required mayor me, not a single polecat. Then attached to Cheeto. Right, so that polecats can write the formula. The polecats, so that you can assign to do planning, breaking down, to do 1 through 4. One, two, to you to review, to then to do. So polecat. So like polecats can do 1 and 2, plan and breaking things down, and then it returns where you can then sling to a fresh polecat 3, steps 3 and 4 each time for steps 3 and 4, and then those return, then sling to steps to the fully planned beats, fully vetted, fully reviewed, broken down, reviewed, planned beats, worker, polecats. Let's see, what's Cheeto doing? Work submitted to merge queue successfully. Is this? This is Cheeto. Okay, so Oh, interesting. It passed along this. So look at this. Mic formula steps. Once, if I doesn't seem like Cheeto is following for. You're right. The mic formula is a coordination workflow, not a single polecat implementation workflow. So mic formula is coordination steps that require complete work. So then let's take a look at the refinery. The refinery. Oh, refinery doesn't have that. Need to nudge the refinery. I was telling the mayor I need to do something else too. The molecule didn't attach to Cheeto. Two reviewers. Sling to refactorer. Okay. Okay, so the formula is updated. Please nudge refinery. Okay, cool. All right, so then we've got 46% usage. I'm going to go until 100% usage. So just in case, I think that may take me till, I don't know, 2 hours. Let's see. Okay. All right. So while that I'm always going to say cargo, what is it called? Convoy. So that convoy is going. Now, like that is just, it's going to work. It's going to go through and work through these PRs by itself. And that's kind of crazy, right? So now I'm like orchestrating. So yeah, this guy's going and watching that. Okay. So then the mayor. So what else can I do? Holy shit. All right. So now I can say, it looks like, because like lambda PR stack for the Terraform for PR80 didn't get torn down since for since it was closed versus merged, please create a convoy convoy investigate and remediate. Please use like formula. Please fix the please the convoy should fix the root cause of the orphaned after a closed PR. Oh, okay. I added a comment. Nice. All right, let's look at what Valkyrie is doing. And it's just spinning up, I think. Looks like. Clean up polecat. Use. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so that just cleaned up the tmux a little bit where I can like go through, work through that. Please continue CRUD convoy. Because I think that's what we're waiting on. Okay, so let's check out what cleanup work did run for PR but failed. Let me check the failure reason. Okay. So it's looking into that. Okay, cool. Slinging. Dementus. Yeah, what's Dementus doing? Okay, cool. Sling. Spine, fresh polecat, rictus. Rictus. Nice. Okay. Few single repo, 5 tasks unblocking, sling apparel, 5 polecats. Okay. Just slung. Then we can do all those. Okay. Cool. Correctly. Fail for unrelated reasons. Okay. Workflow trigger already correct. Cleanup did trigger but failed. Please fix why PR80 cleanup failed. So we'll see how that works. That since I like directly went to this and was, I mean, not that the mayor needs to know how things go. That'll be interesting. Please, sure. Interesting. So, yeah, it gets this mail thing. Please figure out why PRE failed to clean up if needed. So, all right, yeah. So this mail is kind of like how these it's inter-process communication or whatever. Runs cleaned wrong PRs instead of 80. Interesting. Okay, so then Rictus is fixing this. It's doing this thing. Where are we at? 55% used. So yeah, I think we're jamming. We're jamming along. We're getting the hang of this. Okay. Clean up an orphan. Question. Okay. Cool. Yeah, and then now it's like, oh shit, I'm talking to the mayor again. Like it kicks off all these things, and those aren't like sub agents. That's like the key thing with this thing, with this orchestration framework, is that we're kicking off full ass instances of Claude Code, and they are running as much as they need to, with their own like win conditions, for lack of a better term, right? So this is figuring out no clear was ever triggered by GitHub. Multiple people from the same branch. Let me see. All right, so it's figuring that out, and then yeah, that's what's going on. What else do I need to do in Roxas? What needs to happen? Well, first I do want, like, the main thing is getting those like push events. I do want that to work first. But maybe I can, so Roxas is like, let me get to a good, yeah, so there's like clients, oops, and clients. So the idea is that we, for every git commit, we push and we make or may not git commit, but like on a GitHub webhook. So whether that be a on commit if we're getting real crazy, or if on a PR merge, or a like tagging a branch, some kind of like major event, we want to create a social media post for those changes, and like an OpenAI like Dolly image, just to kind of, talk, have something to show, having an artifact for the work that you did. So yeah, there's maybe a number of clients that we can, like social media clients that we can work on here, that we can add as like part of this dashboard. So like that's another, so like I'm finding work for like how do I make this project modular such that we can kind of start working on other pieces while these pieces are getting worked on, right? This is the kind of interesting thing. Like we're kind of sitting around twiddling our thumbs. What's Rictus doing? Server trigger we have. Oh, Rictus is checking that out, right? So then, what's Valkyrie doing then? Why clean up target wrong? Oh, but then what's Rictus doing? Push to branch. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, does it get mail from? Or is like the terminal like kind of fucking up there? Okay, cool. Witness notified. So then the refinery should start working soon, right? So the witness. Get an active platform issue. Okay. It claims that GitHub messed up, and this isn't our problem. So proceed with cleanup. Okay, cool. All right. Please. I can't believe I'm doing that. Like I'm working on all three. So like the inputs, the GitHub webhooks, and then I'm thinking about the outputs. Um, I feel like I have to sneeze, but maybe I don't need to. I don't know. Okay. Um, okay. Create a new convoy for making multiple clients to post these social media posts to. We currently have LinkedIn, but then make it general for things like Instagram, Instagram threads, X, Twitter, um, and any other platforms you can think of. Please use the mic formula for this. So it's the refinery. Okay. Um, witness. Okay, so the witness was logged out of Claude. So that's why. So this has been a little bit clunky because it wasn't using Claude. Like it was getting dispatched, um, or wasn't like it wasn't actually receiving these messages. So okay, cool. Refinery. Check for merge requests. Okay, cool. New branch found. Okay. Oh, it got interrupted in thinking, maybe. So let's see. Freaking pushing the limits of this thing. Um, this is pretty cool. This is like capable. Network slung. Codeway structure. looks like social platforms isn't Polecat planning, it's looking to implement. It's looking. Isn't it effectively kind of, well. How the fuck did capable get reassigned? Is a planner. Please sling the refactor you mentioned before. Okay, let's look at toast. Okay, cool. So it got explicit instructions on like, hey, plan these things, create child beats for breakdown. Dependency mail mayor with completion. Nice. Cool. Unused cats. Yeah, basically the only tmux things I'm using is Control B and then S to like look at all these different ones, and then I just do like enter on these ones. Please check the beat status. Because like Furiosa, I know. So is Furiosa as well. Oh, I am not. I'm still not out of context or not out of session usage. It's coming up on 2 hours, 72%. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, see how like I understand how like freaking confusing this would get. Like, so to review all the different things that we're doing here, we've got the inputs running, right? We've got the working on the CRUD for the Git hooks, for adding like Git repos, and then like receiving Git webhooks for Roxas. And then we're also looking at like how do we connect to these different social media sites. We're planning that out. And then we were also looking into the cleanup for the PR80, making sure that was cleaned up correctly. And then we're also looking into my mic formula, creating or formula molecule, whatever, kind of embedding my process into this into Gastown, into how the mayor kind of like orchestrates telling polecats to do different things, and then maybe hooked but not real tasks. Okay, so it's trying to figure out, yeah, convoy list. Yep. So we got, this is how all the like, because certain things can be parallelized, each of these convoys is like a unit of work or a wrapper of work, and then within that work can be parallelized. So like we're working on like 3 different work streams within the same kind of project or rig or whatever. So I can see how all these convoys can like kind of stack up, and then for certain parallel steps within that, and then for certain, like if we take more actions, if we say, hey, like review, and hey, make PR comments and stuff like that, I can see how that can take more usage up over time. Okay, so it's figuring out something. Rocks as witness, patrol report, 3 polecats idle. Yeah, so I just want to like... Oh, and then is this for this thing? What are these ones? 744, so I don't know. But yeah, I feel like this gets confusing over time. I think I just want to like clean this up and automatically have these like, yeah, make sure they clean themselves up. And I only have to look at the most relevant ones. Let me assign the new social platform foundation beads. Okay. Convoy. Which one is that? The multi-platform social media clients. Okay. Stale mail message hooked, not real tasks. Okay. Cool. So it's all right, it's nuking all these. Good, nice. That's much better to like see. 7. Okay. Cool. Now, yeah, there we go. Cool. Great. New formulas available. Awesome. Both working on social platforms, Convoy Foundation. Okay. Cool. So what about add repository update functionality? Ah, okay. All right. Nice. Let's take a look at the refinery. It has merge conflicts, so it'll okay. So it's working on that. Work this is define social client interface with types, verify test pass and close bead. Is this one? Credential store interface for, okay, for this social thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is the crazy fucking thing, is that I'm running out of work to do. I thought I had to like sneeze again. I almost like, maybe that's why my eyes look red or whatever, but this is wild that I'm like twiddling my thumbs. I'm at 77% usage though, but 80% usage now. But there's points where I'm like, holy shit, like I have to come up with new stuff to like oh, so it's about to auto compact. Do you have to do anything before auto compact as a mayor? Um, I mean, it does these on like this is like a hook, right? Is this a hook that you get triggered on compaction that you do all these things? No, mayor does have the refinery does. So mayor hooks. No, honestly, piece of shit. Patrol update. Mark this now. Bro, like this is just fucking amazing. Like this is everything. Like the refinery is taking care of the merge conflicts. The fucking mayor is handling all this. This freaking patrol thing is figuring out where these are, who's idle, who's not. This social client interface implemented. Merge request to the refinery. So I don't know. This is just amazing. And I'm like at a loss for like, okay, what do I do next? Like it triggers you. It kind of like it's a hook for you whenever the mayor is idle of like, all right, what's the next convoy that I can start to get going after this? What's the next set of work? So yeah, this is amazing. I am yeah, I'm flabbergasted. Like this is the future. I can only say that this is the future. I am staring at the future, and part of this. Okay, all right. Crud convoy at 307. 4 attacks now on block. All right, we're gonna see some freaking parallelization here. 3 crud tasks unblock and sling more. All right, let's fucking go. Let's sling all crud. Yeah, this is the fucking future. I'm sorry. Like this is going to be standard. Yes, you're not reading any lines of code, but that's what the PR is for. Like the the important thing here is that the work is getting done and you're constantly filling your pipeline of stuff to do. And that's what Yegge's saying about throughput, is that we're pipelining the work. We are giving the work to different agents for different times, for different periods, for different like parts of the life cycle, basically. And it's magic. Like this is this is Kubernetes running start session hook. Okay, so it's compacting. So let's watch this. Let's see how this works. Because Mayor also is close to auto compacting. All CRUD tasks slung. What is this? Refinery. Continuing a conflict resolution. Check current state of rebase. Still in the middle rebase. Check the remaining conflicts. And then we reroute each conflict. Okay. Cool. Amazing. Like, yeah, so it's yeah, I'm about to gotta work a few webhook deliveries. Isn't main yet. I'll define compatible interface for now to proceed with the Twitter client. Holy shit. I'll define baseline. This is only a 5. This is only 5. Can you guys believe this? This is like I'm gonna run out of usage, and that's fine. Like this is the proof of concept that I needed. It's like really, this is really grooving with this thing. And I think I'm like more confident that I'm actually using it right. Per rig coding who work for the overseer. Choose their names and long live identities as better as makes you like. Workflow you see using. Mail, career, so design work. So that back and forth are great. You'll love your crew. Okay, so the crew you'll personally use most after the mayor. The crew are per rig coding agents who work for the overseer, who are not managed by the witness. You choose their names, they have long lived identities. Well, I don't know if I want crew members because the workflow, the workflow I'm used to using, I put in a molecule and it might actually work. Nope. Yep. Now using extra usage. Yeah, we're gonna run through my $10 of extra usage, and it's gonna come to a screeching halt. But this is amazing. This was a great first or second uh, use. How long did it take me? This is solid two and a quarter, 2 hours 15 minutes of work, and my mind is blown. Like, this takes all of the awkward copy pasting, create new freaking terminal, like, this just makes it so seamless. And I'm only working on one rig right now. Like, this is a single project, and I mean, it's expensive for sure. Like, the if I'm working on more than one project, for sure, I'm like hitting the usage, right? Oh man, this is gonna be expensive. Like, I mean, I'll freaking have to use all the usage on the dot. Like, whenever it resets, I'll have to use it. Um, because I'm at what 17% usage with 2 sessions per day. What's 2 sessions? 2 times 5 or times 17 or 17 divided 2, 8.5. So 8.5. 100 divided by 8.5. That's all right. 11 sessions. All right, that's not bad. So that's 2 sessions a day on a work day. Okay. Oh, come on. Darn it. Okay, I guess I'll freaking bite the bullet here. I thought it would. I gave it $10 monthly spending limit, and then it's blowing through it. All right, let's see. This is bonus time. Okay, now okay. Finally hit the fucking limit. Stop and wait for the limit to reset. Okay. Now it stops. Okay, cool. So, in summary, my mind is blown that, so for example, my multi-terminal usage is just making another tab, and then, like, I'm sure at some point we'll use this. Like, we'll be able to use multiple models within the gas the Gastown framework. And like I'll be able to use my like actual freaking my workflow. Like I can use my prompts that I have that is part of my normal workflow. I copy pasted them in here and it created a molecule for me to use. And it's like, oh yeah, totally, you can do that. I'm like, this is amazing. This is incredible. So yeah, everyone should fucking use this. Like it took me 5 hours to figure it out. But hopefully if you're watching this in the future, you didn't have to watch, maybe you watched me. This second one, I think is more instructive, is for sure like a tutorial. You can watch me and like watch me figure it out. And it is crazy. It is incredible. Just how smooth everything is. Like you saw, just freaking flowing, and it's just like there were times. So every time the mayor is idle, it like every time it returns to you, that's an opportunity for you to give it more work. That's another convoy, an opportunity to define another convoy for your agents to work on. And that's just like mind-boggling. Yeah, I'm on stage 8 now. Like whoever hasn't used this yet, like they haven't actually used it. Like anybody who's like poo-pooing this is what I'm fucking talking about. Is that it is so like so effortless in defining work. That is what this thing is. It frees you up. You are no longer writing the individual lines of code. And let me go back to my freaking like my little diagram here. This is what it's all about. All right, can you see this? I'm talking to you as if anybody's there, but okay. So we are stuck here. Human generated code. This black box, software engineering black box, process black box, depends on humans generating the code, right? What we are doing now is that we are having AI generate the code, but then we can also have AI generate the process, the freaking molecules, this like Helm chart of how all these different agents should work and work together. And we can harden this middle part of taking these unreliable inputs, both of them. Like don't freaking tell me AI generated code is more unreliable than human generated code, or that human generated code is somehow perfect, right? Like bugs get introduced all the time. Don't like make this like total like false like higher standard for AI generated code than human code, right? Like Waymo or like whatever. There's certain things where it's like, okay, Tesla full self-driving is like deadlier, but it's probably because like people are like not paying attention or whatever, right? Like they're supposed to be paying attention, but at the same time there's less accidents per mile. Like there are studies that support autonomous vehicle driving accidents versus deaths versus human driving. Signal fear. Okay. Sometimes some data more crashes, but often less severe, fewer severe. Okay. Anyways, it's only going to get, it's only going to improve. Are mostly safer than humans, but worse. Operating dawn at dusk. Okay. Whatever. We'll fucking figure that out, right? That's the part that where there's this weird standard, this weird like human inkling, like this is where like the ecological CLA thing, like if you weren't here for like other live streams, other clips or whatever, I'm also a jiu-jitsu coach, and we went through this like reckoning in the jiu-jitsu community where this new form of coaching came along that decentered the coach. Before, the coach was central to running a practice, where the coach was the smartest boy or girl or whatever. Like, they were necessary for like explicitly naming step by step, step 1, step 2, step 3. This is how you do a technique, and you do it exactly this way, or it's completely wrong, and you should feel bad or whatever, right? Versus this new form of coaching came along, and it's the constraints-led approach. Greg Souders popularized it, where the coach more or less just sets the environment, sets up a game of like, hey, these are the objectives, these are the goals of the game, and the two jiu-jitsu athletes, they're two people spar against each other, roll. We call it rolling with each other. One person's trying to do one thing, the other person's trying to do the opposite thing to that person, right? There's a person on top, person on bottom, generally. And there is no like very specific technique, detailed analysis of like, oh, you got to put your hand here and put the arm there and use your feet in this way. And humans have an ego around their work. They identify with the work, and they identify with the knowledge of the work. And I think this is going to be the biggest issue moving forward, is not for adoption of this. People are going to push back and be like, oh, it can't do my super secret special sauce thing that I'm generating novel code for. Okay, fine. Like, you can do your manual coding for that. The vast majority of programmers, of software developers, are whatever, just putting Legos together, putting pipes together. These are all very pre-fit. We are not doing anything. We are not reinventing the wheel. We are not like launching rockets into space, right? Like, these are boring. We are piping data from one thing to another. We are pulling data from one database and pushing it somewhere else where it eventually ends up in another database, right? That's the entire thing of like design of distributed systems book, right? That we can't rely, that we are making reliable systems out of unreliable parts. And somehow we can't like accept that is part of this LLM thing, that these are unreliable parts. LLMs, agents, they're unreliable. People are like clutching their pearls about how unreliable they are. But humans are unreliable, right? Like, the junior engineers are unreliable, interns are unreliable, right? Like, there's systems. This middle box is in place to prevent juniors and interns and, seniors as well. Seniors are fully capable of creating bugs as well. And we have this middle box in place to prevent bad things from happening. So we just have to engineer this box to 11. If you don't understand that reference, it's take it to 11, spinal tap up to 11. So like their amps go up to 11, right? Like this box is completely within our control. This box, what I'm calling the enterprise vibe code, like plug for the title of the channel. This is what it's all about. Human generated code is not any more special than AI generated code for 80% of the time. If you're doing something completely new, you are twiddling bits, you are doing crazy large changes across large whatever code bases, sure, there's going to be edge cases. Oh hey, JMD 489, nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in. I love vibe coding too. This is the future. I just saw the future. I'm not sure if you were watching earlier, but I was using Steve Yegge's Gastown, and it is amazing. Like, I am dumbfounded that it is as good and as like smooth as it is. So anyways, he's working on all this stuff. It's amazing. You just got here. Okay, cool. I'm about to log off, but yeah, watch the rest of the stream. It's somewhere in the middle, like it all starts to click for me for how this works. And I'll probably do like several other streams in the future about how this all works. But like, yeah, look at Gastown. I have it in all this stuff in the description. Oh, you haven't tried it? Have you tried Steve Yegge's beads framework? That's what got me hooked on there. But yeah, Steve Yegge also wrote this book with Gene Kim, Vibe Coding. Highly recommend it. Like, this dude does not miss. So yeah, I don't know. Super highly recommend this. Gas Sound. This is like, whatever. You are taking the red pill with vibe coding with this. You are going all the way down with this. So yeah, I think this is the future. If this particular framework isn't the future, something very much like it. Saw a podcast talking about beads. Haven't tried it. Yeah, this is only one to try is called the BMAD method. Okay, yeah. I've heard of BMAD before, but I don't know. I'm fully invested in this now. Like, this is what it should be like. Yeah, this is, I don't know. You can go back and look, and there's going to be points you're going to see, like, I'm like, oh shit, I can do something else. Yeah, there's going to be points in time where the agent is freed up, the main agent, where it's called the mayor, the main agent that you interact with, the mayor. And it's like, oh, I can just start working on this other thing. I can start working on this other aspect of the project. Like, this is so, like, it pulls the work forward. It pulls the work out of you. And I think that's like a crazy thing to do, right? That's like like I was trying to figure out how do I use this more? How do I spin up more agents? How do I get more out of this? So yeah, the mayor's the orchestrator and spawn sub agents to do work. Yeah, but it's okay. I guess we'll chat a little bit here. It's not a sub agent. It spins up full, whatever, the same tier. Yeah. So each of these. So this is, I'm going through this is called TMUX. This is kind of like the I have a Claude Max price that I need. It was like a worthwhile. Yeah. Yep, exactly. No, I have a Claude Max as well, and I maxed it out today, like in this session. And as of today, I have 17% used. Yeah, so each one of these, the GT Gastown, is a Claude session. So there were whatever 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Claude sessions going. Not necessarily all going at the same time, but like they were work each. There's a couple here that are like kind of persistent, that have jobs to kind of like go around and make sure things are working well. And the main one you interact with is the mayor. And this refinery is how your work gets merged in. So like when these polecats get done with the work, it tells the refinery, hey, refinery, I'm looking to merge this work in. And the refinery is responsible for interacting with GitHub and making PRs and kind of didn't know such a well, Yegge did it again. He has this like mail system that is amazing. That kind of like you see it pop up. Like I'm out of usage right now, so I can't like show you. But if you like scroll back, when we're done here, you'll see like the different like mail pings pop up, and it's really cool. And like Tmux is the secret sauce for how a Claude can control a Claude. A Claude session can control a Claude session through this Tmux thing. So yeah, it's so cool. Like external log files that they reference to communicate. Yeah, they directly like ping the mail into the terminal, into the other Claude terminal. They say like mail whatever message here, and then like shoots it in there with Tmux. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then it uses beads as like a backing, as like an issue backing store of organizing work and doling out work to all these different agents. So yeah, it's super cool. It's like Kubernetes. If you're familiar with Kubernetes, he like made this whole like, yeah, no, right? It's so fucking cool. Yeah, do it. So like, yeah, it maps to Kubernetes pretty well, in that it's there's like a control plane that's like the mayor, and you don't really work with the deacon too much or whatever, but like that's like a daemon that goes and like figures things out or whatever. But like this, like read the article, that'll give you some backing, but it's kind of like this fundamental way, this orchestration method of dividing up work and sending work to the workers. Yeah, only downside is blast through cloud usage. Yeah, but it fucking beats like engineering time, right? Like like you were our I don't know what's it, we're like, where else are you going to get engineer time that is worth $100 or $200 even a month for, I don't know, 80 hours of engineering work? Like this completely changes the economics of like creating software. So if you can, create some value, like whatever, create an app, create whatever, based on this, it's gonna like, I think this is the future. Like we are looking at the future, and the future is only 2 days old, which is amazing. So yeah, thanks for jumping in. I really appreciate you watching. Hopefully this hyped you up. I think the link, I'll just post the link in the chat just so you have it. Is the equivalent work of no, it's the immediate thing. It's I don't think it's wasting a lot of tokens on communication. I think, yeah, sweet. Hey, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I have to go get dinner, but yeah, stay tuned. I think this is gonna be the future. So, anyways, thank you. Appreciate it. And I will see you guys later.